As you could imagine, fans want to talk about this. Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason for the first time today.
Good morning, gentlemen. This is Jim from Rochester, New York. Mr. Berry and Mr. Stefanski, I hope this is their last year coming up. I don't think they're going to get rid of them. I heard Dorsey is another scapegoat. He ain't going to call the plays. Mr. Stefanski is, and when things go wrong, he'll blame him again. Tell Mr. Stefanski, stop with the analytics. You get as many points as you can, where you can, and how you can. The only good point about the year has been our defense, and unfortunately, when we played in Houston, that didn't show up either. But that's the end of the season, another disappointment. But at any rate, keep Mr. Stefanski and Mr. Berry, because with them, we go nowhere. You guys have a great, great rest of the winter and early summer, and I'll talk to you after that. Take care, y'all. Bye now.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Scapegoat, I don't get the idea that that it's a scapegoat. And if you're going to credit Jim Schwartz for the defense, Kevin Stefanski hired him. I mean, there's a little bit of a disconnect with that.
Yeah, there's a few issues there. I mean, I appreciate the caller has me thinking about summer a little bit there. But, you know, Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry aren't going anywhere. In fact, I expect them to get long-term contract extensions relatively soon, right? So they're not going to go anywhere. I think the caller's got to get used to that. I don't know how you look at the job Stefanski did as a head coach and as a play caller this season, having to start 5 different quarterbacks, 4 of them win games for you, and you win 11 games. Like, I just don't understand how people can look at that and not be – I mean, you can say you're not satisfied because you don't go to the Super Bowl. That's fine. But I don't know how you don't appreciate that, how you're not at some level happy with that, happy with the talent that Andrew Berry brought in to win 11 games, right? Like, it does feel like you said a disconnect there. You know, I don't think Kevin Stefanski used Alex Van Pelt as a scapegoat. He could have easily brought Van Pelt back and nobody would have said anything. Nobody would have thought, given it a second thought. But he's trying to take this team to the next level. And another thing we should probably mention with Dorsey is he worked with Josh Allen. He worked with Cam Newton. Those guys like to run the ball at quarterback. Different styles, much bigger bodies than Deshaun Watson. Power runners. But I think there is a crossover there. And that Deshaun Watson uses the run threat in his game, is a runner at some points. And the Browns are trying to figure out the best way to maximize Deshaun Watson's skill set. And having a quarterback that had success with Cam Newton and Josh Allen, to me, that makes sense.
Yeah, the skill sets they're not the same, but there's some common threads there.